this turboprop aircraft was taking off from the airport, and as they were rising in the air, they noticed a pinkish kind of reddish light coming from the ocean. All these witnesses were interviewed. They were all anonymous, but they're all witnessed. They were all interviewed. They contacted the tower, and the tower saw it too, so it's already confirmed. The light goes off. They immediately turn on their thermal camera. They catch it, and they see this object, which was determined... This, by the way, was studied by like 8 scientists in this huge scientific report. It was really interesting.
Wow.
It ended up being like 3 to 5 feet in size of a ball, so it wasn't that big. And it went between the 80 and 100 miles an hour most of the time, so it wasn't going like at a speed where you're like, oh my god, it's an alien. But this is what it did. The first thing that was really crazy about this thing was it shut its lights off. It was round, it had no wings, it had no propulsion system. It was giving off a heat signature that was smaller than any known aircraft or drone. Like whatever it was giving off was very, very slight. And it was navigating at some points below tree level, like behind and in neighborhoods as it got close to this airport. So someone at night was driving this thing somehow like really low against the neighborhood. I don't know why the government or why anyone would like risk that. That's just a crazy kind of thing. So that's the first weird thing. It went for a while around the airport, did kind of a couple of loops, and this is where it got crazy. This is where I was like shocked. I'd never seen this before, and I was like almost disappointed in myself that I didn't research hard enough. But it flew into the ocean.
Do better, Josh.
Yeah.
It's all on camera. They get this thing going into the ocean, and it hits the water and doesn't change speed. Just it's going like 85 miles per hour. It hits the water and accelerates to 90. There's no splash in the water. There's nothing there.
So it hits the water and speeds up.
That's
some crazy physics, man.
Classic UFO, too. It looks like it's tumbling a lot as it's going.
Yeah.
It looks like it's tumbling
Does
forward.
Does it go underneath the water?
Underneath the water. So it drops under the water.
Wow.
And it's going, and it accelerates underwater. And at one point, and they determined it wasn't a second craft, that it splits in two.
What?
So this thing went underwater, and somehow, right before it split into two, it got slightly bigger, and then expanded into 2 objects. They were exactly the same size, moving at the same speed. And they come up out of the water. And they're cruising. And then it forms back into one.
What?
Like, what does that?
Is this on video?
It's all on video. And
oh my god. Okay, so we're going to post this on our site so you can see it. But that is crazy.
It's it's probably, I don't know, it's definitely one of the top 5 UFO videos I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's
and
more
it's
than
recent,
just lights.
Right?
It's 2013, yeah.
Oh, it's 2013.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, I can't even think of a material that could do that, or any sort of object that we have technologically speaking right now that could possibly pull off that maneuver. That's
moving at that
so
speed.
crazy, yeah.
No, it was shocking. I thought it was cool. So it could be an example of like, what are they doing? So Puerto Rico, by the way, they interviewed the witnesses on the plane, and they all wouldn't come forward, but they said that there's other videos of this, and there's other groups that have witnessed the same event. There's more videos of these kind of things in Puerto Rico. So what is it? Like, is it alien? Why would something fly in like that? It doesn't make sense that it's ours, so maybe it could be like something, a hidden technology from a breakaway civilization or society that is testing or probing or doing whatever, you know? Because I don't even know if you could see the thing. It was on thermal. So if they didn't have a thermal camera, I don't even know if it's really visible. Like, it must be solid.
Wow.
So if you looked up, you might see a black sphere rolling by. It was only 3-4 feet, you know?
Yeah.
And they
It had
ruled out
lights,
everything.
though,
They ruled out drones. They ruled out planes. They ruled out all this stuff. They went into They even ruled out of being a hoax. The science behind it's really interesting how they go into it all.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it's a sphere, like a solid sphere.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. That
doesn't have
reminds
any
me of that
wings.
Patrick Jackson we interviewed, the reverse engineer with the spheres.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. They weren't balls of light. They're actually spherical objects.
Yeah, they're spherical objects.
Huh.
And they, they're anti-gravity.
So maybe it was the ancient AI system popping out of the water, checking things out quick, and just going back because it seems so random. But it was confirmed on radar, too, by the way. They picked it up on radar, the plane witnessing it, and the thing. So it's confirmed by witnesses in the tower, in the plane,
crazy.
and radar. It's like it's a no-brainer UFO event that went down in history and no one even remembers it. Like, I can't believe it. It should be just as big as a Nimitz incident. Like, that many people saw it.
Totally.
I wonder if there's anything preceding or happening just after this thing happened, you know? It's like...
Oh, like what was the circumstances around that day?
It seems like that classic thing of like, you know, some sort of portal opened up or whatever, and this thing came rushing out. I wonder if there any other sort of sightings of any other paranormal activity sort of happened in the area.
Or like what was leading up to that event? Was there a big deal?
Right, that would be interesting to find out.
That's what you got to do. You got to go deep.
Well, and I wonder if okay, look, I just keep bringing up that guy because it's just interesting with the spheres. And
no, go on.
Ancient AI system.
Yeah.
Like, what if that's the reason for creating these societies, these secret societies are creating a breakaway civilization because they're trying to break free of that AI system?
Ooh, so you're saying it's not nefarious. There's something else going on.
Maybe that is the next warfare. Maybe it's not really against China and Russia and whoever apparently our enemies are.
Oh, this is fun. So, what's really happening is why they're not disclosing anything is because there's a system controlling us, and we have to fight that.
Right.
And if we're super aware of it, it's going to react. So we have to kind of be careful about it
Right.
until we can attack that shit.
So only a certain amount of people know that are there to break free of it.
Yeah.
What a
I don't know,
break free.
just a fun theory because we're having Josh wine.
No, this is the place to speculate and
Bold
go crazy.
and explosive.
Josh, I'm getting tipsy off your liquids.
Gross.
Gross.
All right, too far.
Knock it off, Matt.
Stop it.
So this is really interesting. I mean, just the idea, like, what is Space Force? I feel like everybody asks, what is Space Force? What are they going to be doing? What's happening with Space Force? And we kind of did like a deep dive. We went way back to the late 1800s, way into the future, possibly an ancient AI system trying to keep us down. To the point that whatever has happening with Space Force, it's very interesting, and it would be very interesting to see what happens in the next 10 years with this new Space Command.
Yeah. I'm cool. I'm down. I'm down for slow disclosure. I don't care.
All right, stay away from spheres and drink Sauvignon Blanc because it's almost springtime.
Yeah.
All right,
Stuff.
have a good night.